What SaaS metrics should you check in the 3 to 5 million ARR range? We'll find out today in SaaS Metrics School. Welcome. My name is Ben Murray. So, this is a short podcast series covering the metrics you should track by ARR stage. So, the last couple episodes covered 0 to 1 million ARR, then 1 to 3 million, and now 3 to 5 million ARR. And this is where things get really interesting. Usually, around 3 to 4 million ARR, have a lot of SaaS founders reaching out, looking for SaaS finance help and SaaS metrics help, because that's where things get interesting in your business. There's a lot of data flowing through it, and there's a lot we can do with that as a CFO. So what metrics should we track here? So again, we're using my Five-Pillar SaaS Metrics Framework as our guide. You can download that via the show notes in this episode. And pillar 1, we talked about growth. So tracking bookings, new expansion, ACV, number of new users or customers that we're signing up. Pillar 2, retention. We're gaining customers. Now, are we keeping those customers? Customer retention, gross revenue retention, net revenue retention. So again, that's in the 0 to 1 range where we're roughly loosely tracking this data. And then again, as a recap, from 1 to 3 million, tracking pillar 1 growth, pillar 2 retention. And now we're looking at pillar 3 and margins, and pillar 4 financial profile in that 3 to 5 million ARR range. So if you're 3 million ARR and you have a low price point, high volume business, definitely I would say we can calculate a lot of metrics because there's a lot of data flowing through. You're acquiring a lot of users per month. Now, if you're targeting enterprise customers and have 10 enterprise customers, giving you high ACV, then we're not quite there yet because there's just not enough data, again, data flowing through the business yet. So low price point, high volume. So that's why it's kind of that 3 to 5 million ARR range. It just depends on your price point, go to market, etc. But again, we're going to track pillar 1 at this stage. We're going to track pillar 2 retention. And now pillar 3 margins. So our overall gross margin, so revenue less COGS, and then margins by revenue stream. So this could be subscription margins, our professional services margins. If you sell hardware, if you have managed services, variable revenue, we want to start tracking margins by revenue stream because margins are starting to take shape here. Now, do we expect best in class 80% overall gross profit? No, it's evolving at this stage. And I see all sorts of gross profit ranges at this stage, but we're going to watch it, calculate it, and monitor it over time as you start scaling, because eventually it does have to go in the right direction. Otherwise, we have either a business model problem, a pricing problem, and or a COGS, cost expense structure problem. So we're calculating margins. And then pillar 4 is our financial profile. Think rule of 40, EBITDA, our OpEx profile. So in pillar 4, rule of 42, early EBITDA, I'm calculating that at any stage. And then our OpEx profile. So R&D as a percent of revenue, sales and marketing as a percent of revenue, G&A as a percent of revenue. Where is this trending over time? There are a lot of great benchmarks for this too. So we have expectations for our OpEx profile as you're scaling. And again, probably a lot of R&D spend at this stage. Sales and marketing just depends if it's founder-led sales or you built out a little go-to-market team. And then G&A, again, hopefully scaling down as a percent of revenue as you invest in the back office. So pillar 4, we're starting to look at that in our financial profile. So definitely in that 3 to 5 million ARR range, pillars 1 through 4. And then pillar 5, it just depends. Go-to-market efficiency metrics, these could look really wacky at this stage. And again, it just depends on the data, how much data is flowing through your business, how many customers are you acquiring per month. That makes some of these metrics valid. So quick summary of the 3 to 5 million ARR stage. Really, this gets really interesting and a lot of things we can do with your internal data. And then next, we'll cover the 5 to 10 million stage.